All right, guys, example 2 today, Jim's bike ride. All right, so we have distance from home in miles, and we have time, right? Minutes. It's going across the bottom. Time cannot go backwards, remember. Time can only go forward. So here's what's happening. Jim is going to ride his bike from his house, right? This is going to represent home again. This whole line represents his house. All right, so Jim takes off, and Jim goes how far? He goes 1 mile in 10 minutes, right? So from A to B, he goes, 1 mile, 10 minutes. All right, from B to C, he goes from 10 minutes to 20 minutes. So we know it's 10 minutes, right? And he goes from 1 mile to 3 miles. So he goes 2 miles. Let me delete what I've kind of drawn all over here. Okay. If that is super confusing to you right now, I want you to look at this graph and I want you to realize, okay, so from A to B, he went 1 mile in 10 minutes. That's what that's showing you. From B to C, he was at 1 mile. He went up to 3, so that means he went 2 more miles. And he started at 10 minutes and went to 20, so that's 10 more minutes. Okay, so if that's confusing to you, I'm sorry. Hopefully that maybe explains it a little better. Let me go with a different color just for fun. Okay, so then from C to D, what does he do? He rides nowhere. He stays in the same spot, right? Because he went 3 miles and he hasn't moved. So for 5 minutes, maybe he takes a break. So C to D, he went 0 miles, 5 minutes. Okay. All right, and then from D to E, he went 3 miles, right? He went all the way home, and he went from 25 minutes to 45 minutes. So it took him 20 minutes, because 25 to 45 is 20 minutes. All right, so now, this is where you got to tell your stories in class, and sometimes I would give you like homework of writing a story on one of these graphs. Okay, but you would say Jim took off on his bike and he was going, at a pace of 1 mile in 10 minutes, right? And then all of a sudden he picked up pace. Do you see the lines a little more slanted? And he went further in a shorter amount of time, right? So he went 10 minutes, he went 1 mile for 10 minutes here, and then he went 2 miles for 10 minutes here. So maybe a dog started chasing him on his bike, right? Or the bully in town saw him and he just took off. So he's sprinting away from the bully or whatever. And then Jim makes it to a park and he hides in a tree. Either he's hiding from the dog or he's hiding from the bully. It doesn't really matter, right? He hides for 5 minutes while the dog passes or the bully goes by, and then he jumps back on his bike and rides his bike home. Okay? This was always really fun for people to do. So here's what I'm kind of thinking here. I am going to put a couple different pictures on the page where you can click whatever. Can't even think, I'm not thinking right today. And you can write a story. And if you write a story and you depict it correctly, just email it to me. I'll give you bonus points. And if you don't want to, okay, don't. I don't care. So if you would like some bonus points on your grade, click on a couple. I'll put 2 more up there. I'll put 2 different graphs like this. Let me trash can this guy and show you kind of which ones I'll probably put on. Maybe the exercising one. Or bank account. Ooh, the bank account one was always fun. Someone always went to Vegas and then they lost a lot of money. Anyway, I know I have pages of these. So I will pick a couple to stick on the whatever page it is, the classroom thing that you click on. And if you write me a story and you're correct and it works out, I'll give you some bonus points. All right, because I do know I want you to practice the rest of the line plot stuff today as well. So if you don't have time, you don't have time. How about if you want bonus points, we'll have to have it due by Friday. All right, take care, guys.